Like my politics, that's par for the course, as they used to say.
That is monstrous.
She went on to make dozens of what she calls lovely films, like the period drama Howard's End. But she did not appear in any Hollywood blockbusters for years, until 1996, when she was cast in Mission Impossible.
Who are you and what are you doing here? I played a British arms dealer, which I was delighted to do.
Why?
Because it broke the convention that only shady foreign types go in for arms dealing. I don't have to tell you what a comfort anonymity can be in my profession. So I was very pleased to play a rather wicked lady who was an arms dealer and British.
Here in New York, we talked together for a long time and we took a few breaks. One for a cigarette.
You still smoke?
Mm-hmm.
Why,
so.
you damn
Because I'm an addict, that's why. But I try to cut it out, and I don't when I'm around.
How much do you smoke?
That's my business. I smoke a lot.
Do you really?
But I cut down when I'm working. So it's my problem, big problem.
Candor is one of Vanessa's virtues, patience another. Take the case of her nearly half-century romance with Italian actor Franco Nero. They married just 5 months ago.
On New Year's Eve, you got married?
Mm-hmm.
Why bother?
Well, we've known each other for about 40 years.
Yes.
We've loved each other. He's been calling me his wife. I always liked that. It was a ceremony of respect and love with the family and some very close friends, and dancing and grandchildren. It was wonderful.
And to look at your face, it's quite apparent you feel that way still.
I think after 40 years, you know who you love and respect. And I do love and respect him very, very much.
Love, marriage, and children. Between them, she and Franco have 3 children, their son Carlo, a director, and her 2 daughters from a previous marriage, Jolie and Natasha Richardson, both actresses. And then there is Vanessa's sister, actress Lynn Redgrave. They've had public disagreements in the past, mostly over Vanessa's politics. Here's what Lynn told me back then.
When her revolution comes, if it does, if I were in her way, I'm sure she'd walk right over me, much as she might love me. It would upset her, I think. But, you know, onwards, brothers, to the final goal. I think that wouldn't surprise me at all.
And Lynn Redgrave today.
I regret now not that I felt the way I did, because I think I was justified at the time in feeling that way.
Mm-hmm.
What I regret is speaking about it.
2 of you have been at odds from time to time over the years?
No, years ago we were
Yes.
at odds. We've never been at odds since the last, I don't know,
Really?
10 years.
In that time, Lynn survived a battle with breast cancer.
Did your illness bring you closer?
Incredibly close, you know, it's as sisters, it's I can't describe it except to tell you, it warms my heart, it warms my soul, and I love every minute with her.
She's an immensely giving and generous person. I'm very lucky to have her as a sister.
And she too, for you. to
I
have
think
you
she
as
feels the same way, yes.
Oh,
That's as good as it gets.
it is as good as it gets. And I know how lucky I am, because sisters aren't always so close at any time in their life, let alone at this later point.
Are you ready?
At this later point, Vanessa shows no signs of slowing down. She's up for another Tony Award for her role in The Year of Magical Thinking. But one role you will not see her play anytime soon is that of retiree. Why?
Because I can't afford to.
What do you mean you can't afford to?
I mean, I can't afford to.
Why?
How do I pay my mortgage?
Vanessa has spent much of her own money on projects in which she truly believes. She made this film for UNICEF, for which she serves as a goodwill ambassador.
It's all children. All children. No politics.
Age has not quieted her convictions, just given them new direction. No, Vanessa Redgrave has not given up on trying to change the world.
I came to see that human rights and human rights law is the only basis for creating a world that my children, your children, our grandchildren can live in.